5 o'clock, we begin special coverage to what we're calling the road to regionalism.
Yeah, now more than ever, local leaders say they are committed to collaborating on economic development. But the concept of regionalism is hardly new.
Absolutely. Some say structural barriers incentivize competition between localities, your hometown versus mine, that kind of business, and that's really limiting success. Jackie DeFusco kicks off our coverage tonight. She asked leaders if county lines are part of the problem.
They're 200 years old or so. Why are they there?
Tennessee's 95 counties are home to about 6.8 million people. Compare that to California, a state divided into 58, but housing just under 40 million.
It's an artificial construct that it's really not accomplishing the purposes it was designed to do.
Consolidating counties. The former publisher of the Kingsport Times-News says it's worth considering. To start, he says leaders should look at Sullivan and Washington County.
Some people have said, well, really to be regional, we need these two counties to come together. I don't think that's true.
Not everyone's a fan, but Senator John Lumbergh says it's possible. He says he'd need a resolution from both local governments. Sullivan County Mayor Richard Venable says right now that's unrealistic.
Just the mechanics of putting that together, dealing with the state, would be pretty much overwhelming.
Tennessee isn't the only state having the conversation. In January 2018, a Kentucky representative introduced a bill that would have consolidated county administrative offices and school district central offices in every county with less than 50,000 people.
These are rural counties in Appalachian. Our population is declining, going to the larger counties and larger cities. They don't have a tax base to operate their county, and it's passed on to the property owners.
A declining workforce population and decreasing student enrollment in rural counties are the same trends driving the regionalism conversation in Tennessee and Virginia.
One of the biggest barriers for regional cooperation, if that's what you're talking about, is the political subdivisions that we all fight across. And the reason that's important is because the tax revenue follows political subdivisions.
Numbers from fiscal year 2019 show Washington and Sullivan County benefit from the shopping done in their city centers. Rural counties like Hawkins, Johnson, and Unicoi County collect much less in local option sales tax per person.
When sales tax and property tax go where they go because of where a project lands, then that creates some angst.
Mayor Venable agrees the tax system is antiquated. He points to revenue sharing as a possible answer. He says that's how 2 counties and 4 cities approached Aerospace Park.
That is the utopian method, I guess, of those who want true regionalism, is that you split the revenues based on your participation.
Though Washington and Sullivan County may not be merging anytime soon, their economic development organizations could be.
It does nobody any good by incentivizing a company to come from Sullivan County into Washington County to relocate here.
The CEOs of NetRep and Networks say they're committed to collaborating. Meanwhile, some worry Washington County will benefit more from the regionalism push than others.
No matter where a project goes, whether it be retail, industrial, everybody wins a little. To worry about somebody winning a little more than you, it's kind of taking your eye off the ball.
Now, another structural change that really has leaders talking is combining the Kingsport and the Johnson City Metropolitan Statistical Area. Now, that's basically what businesses look at when they decide where to relocate. And some say having our region broken into 2 is putting the Tri-Cities at a real disadvantage for recruitment. Now, I spoke to a data analyst who says merging Sullivan and Washington counties would actually make it more likely that the federal government would combine those MSAs. Josh and Sarah.